Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christine, and if we haven't met yet, I am a business consultant as well as the founder of my own brand called Sewing in the City, where I sell my own online courses and digital products, as well as having brand sponsorships and all kinds of things. So in this video, we are going to be talking specifically about pricing your online course. So let's dive right in. The very first thing you want to consider as you price your course is, what's the job of your course? So you might be like, what are you talking about, Christine? Like, what do you mean the job of my course? So let me explain. Basically, your course should have a job within your business. So for example, I have a $37 course that is my front end offer. So this course is really geared towards cold traffic, people who don't know me yet. And this course, $37, it's kind of a no-brainer offer. And I use that to bring people in, to attract them into my world. And by one of my products, I'm attracting buyers, the highest quality person you could have. And that course really is the entry point into my world. I do make a little bit of profit, but it's also serving the job of bringing people into my world. Another job a course could possibly have is as a signature offering. So the job of a signature offering is to automate your methodology, your technique, your skill. So this is a signature offering, normally priced between like $97 upwards into several $1,000s. A signature course offering's job is to automate what you teach on a daily basis. If you have a $37 offering that's bringing people into your world, and then you have a signature offering that's teaching your methodology, let's say at $9.97 or $4.97, that is where you're going to make your profit, and a certain percentage of everyone who buys the $37 course will naturally want to move into your signature offering. Another job a course can have is it can be a companion to your high-touch one-on-one services. So for example, I have a 3-month engagement where I take people from the start to the finish of launching their course, and I also have a companion course that they get that walks them through some of the techniques that we're going to be using within that program. So now that you've figured out the job you want your course to have, pricing becomes a whole lot easier. So in general, a front-end offer is going to be between $19 and $47. A signature offering, like I said, is going to be like $97 to, let's say, $12.97, around there. And then your high touch is going to be, anywhere from $9.97 upwards into several thousand. So within those pricing buckets, there's 3 ways that you can use to make sure you land on the right price for you. The first is to look at it practically. So literally take your time, the resources that it takes to build the course, the monthly expenses to house the course, maybe your web hosting, your course platform hosting, your email, all of that. So go from a really practical angle, like looking at all your expenses, your time. If you have different coaching elements where you're showing up live to a Q&A call or one-on-one coaching, factor in all of your costs and then do a markup, just as if it was a physical product sitting on the shelf in a store. Second way you can look at pricing is, what is the transformation worth to your customer? Are you teaching them a whole new business skill that's going to give them a whole new revenue stream, or another skill that they can add to their services? Well, that's going to be worth a whole lot more than, let's say, a course that teaches you, how to sew this blouse, for example. Those are 2 different transformations, both super valuable and very valid, but the fact of the matter is they're worth 2 different prices to your ideal customer. So thinking about what the transformation is worth is a great way to look at pricing. And the third technique that you can use to come up with the perfect pricing for your course is to go with your gut. So hang with me. I know this may sound a little woo-woo for some of you, but every time I talk pricing with a client in a one-on-one setting, I always ask them, what's your gut feeling telling you for the pricing of your course? Because usually Well, almost 100% of the time, people have a gut feeling. There's an inside little nudge or voice or knowing that's telling you what the price should be. So always dig that it's there. If you dig enough, you generally have a price somewhere in your mind, in your body, in your heart, that you know what the price should be. Once you think you've landed on your perfect price, I have a couple tips that you can use just to really make sure you're on the right track. And the first kind of goes back to the gut feeling. This is, a little bit of a body exercise. So what I want you to do is take the price that you're thinking about and, think about it in your mind. Okay, I'm going to sell this course for $197. How does that feel? Because remember, when you have a course, you're going to be talking about it a lot. You're going to be doing, Instagram stories. You're going to be writing emails about it. So you're going to be saying the price. So you want that price to feel really, really comfortable for you. So this is what this exercise can help you kind of discover. So if you, let's say, okay, how does it feel at $197? Oh yeah, I feel like I could sell it for $197, no problem. Okay, what about $297? Yeah, it still feels good. And then you go, okay, what about $397? Yeah, for sure. I know I could sell. It's totally worth that. And then, okay, what about $497? Okay, yeah, that's the max. Like I feel like I could sell it at $497, but I don't think I could go any higher than that. So that's sort of the exercise. You want to just keep increasing your ceiling until it feels uncomfortable to you. And once you reach that point, that's really a good indication that you've hit your ceiling. But always know, so on to the next tip is it's always better to start on the low end and then move higher as you go, as you sell your course. So what I mean by that is, let's say in your mind, you really wanted to sell your course for, let's say, $197. Like you're like, this is a $197 course, but you have a little voice of doubt that maybe feels a little bit uncomfortable with $197, and you feel more comfortable at $97. But you know in your mind and your gut that you want to get to $197. If that's the case, start at $97, sell 10 units of the course, and then inch your way up to $197. But if you start at $197 and then you don't have the energy behind it, you feel a little shy, you feel like, oh, this is a little bit too much, the energy is going to be off and you can't go lower. Once you've sold it at $197, you're going to make people really mad if they see it then at $97 further down the line. So it's always easier to start lower and increase the price. You'll never make someone mad if they bought early and then you're increasing the price. You're only going to make people feel like, wow, I'm so glad I bought it early. I'm so glad I acted early because now it's so much more. But if you sell them at $197 and then 3 months down the line, they see it selling for $97, it's gonna leave a bad taste in their mouth. So I hope these tips have helped you land on your perfect price for your course. And while you're here, check out this video, which is the 6 biggest mistakes that I see through over 100 people that I've helped launch their courses. Check it out here and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.